Hello and welcome to part 4 of the web design tutorial. In the last part we learned about the head and body tags, and we learned about two really cool tags that go inside the head. For example, the title, which changes the title of your document. I'm just going to pull up the document right now. HTTP localhost. That changes up the title of your document. And we learned about the meta tag, which basically describes your document. Now in this part we're going to learn about a cool little thing that goes inside the head. Basically, when you go on Google, the first thing you notice if you look up into the title is there's a really cool image next to the Google title. Now this really cool image is what you call a favicon. And a favicon basically, use of a favicon is basically it's your site trademark. If you were to bookmark Google, you'd see that Google, next to Google, you'd have your little favicon. If you check out, your thing might not have this, but my thing does, and I apologize because, you know, I apologize because it's going to kind of throw you guys off, but, our site needs to have a favicon too. Like I said, our site kind of has a favicon up right now, but I apologize because of that. So what we're going to want to do is, if we're going to, like, there's two ways of putting a favicon onto your site. The first way is doing it manually by getting a favicon. Favicon must be 16 pixels by 16 pixels. Must be a .ico file. Just Google favicon generator. It'll do the work for you. And click it and drag it into htdocs, or copy it and paste it into htdocs. Now the fact that the favicon is in the root directory, it must be in the root directory. This is called the root directory because inside this root directory we'll have different folders like accessing old and accessing different things. So we have a root directory right now, and inside our root directory you must have the favicon.ico file. If you have the favicon.ico file, the favicon will appear right here. But let's say we don't want to do that, or we don't, like, you know, where something prevents us from having it happen. There's a way to input a favicon manually, and this way is by introducing our next tag, which is called the link tag. Now the link tag is basically, well, you guys will learn a little bit about what link tags are a little bit later in the series, but as of right now, the link tag takes many parameters, and our link tag's first parameters are relative. Basically, what is this trying to link to? And this is the it's link the tag. The attribute is rel, and the value is going to be shortcut space icon. This basically saying, okay, I want you to put a link. What's this link? It's going to be a shortcut icon. Now, this next parameter is something you really want to get down because later on in HTML this will show up. It's called href. Href basically means where am I going to get this file from? And for the case of this, it's going to have to be a website. So we're going to get the GameStop spot.com, GameStop.com/favicon.ico file, the ico image. Because like I said, it has to be in the root directory, so basically we're going to go on to the GameStop server, and the root directory is going to have a favicon.ico file, so we're going to have to get this, and we're going to have to put the, and it's going to, you know, better showed than said. Now, as you can see, now the favicon has been changed to the GameStop icon, which as you can see, GameStop/favicon.ico. This is basically because, like I said, this overrides this. Now, if you really want, you can get the GameStop.com/favicon.ico. You can get that and manually put it onto your server's root directory. But I see no reason as to why we can't just leave this like this. So now I guess we can get started on, like, no, we have a little bit of spare time. I guess we can get started on actually formatting our website a little bit so we can get started on the body next tutorial. First thing we're going to do is change the title to better suit our web page, because the Hello World was just for introduction purposes. Our website's going to be about video games. We're going to type video game utopia. That'll be the name of our site. Why not? And if we refresh it, now video game utopia. And in our body, we're going to want a little welcome text. Welcome to our site. You will find... I'll just type it out. Real quickly, after you save this, I want you to go into View and make sure you select Word Wrap. Basically, this it will wrap it onto the next line when you reach the edge of the page. So we're gonna save this. We're gonna refresh our browser, and now we have a little bit of how our website should look. So yeah, in the next part, we're gonna actually get down and start learning a little bit, learning a couple tags that go inside the body. And we'll start making our site. See you guys then.